Hello, good morning. It's a cold one. Ooh. Yeah, it's been cold. I just got in from playing the usual with old bodes. You'll see behind me, look at that. You see there? There. So I've got a couple of CD towers being delivered today. As I'm making this, it's Monday. So I've got to build them up, which takes me a bit of a while, and then sort things through. So the bookshelf that you can see over there was behind me. See it there? There. That's not going to have CDs on it. Obviously, it's going to go into the lounge, so it's going to have books on and things like that. So that's all good. So really, that's what I'm doing today and tomorrow. This little video is just to answer a few questions and just a bit of a chat, just a bit of a catch-up, really. Let me tell you one thing. You know that bloody Ancestry.com? I'm really, really fed up with them. I phoned them up and I said, I'm going to give you one last chance. If you can't do it, I want my money back. And they've agreed. If they can't do it this time, this will now be the third time. What happened was on this second lot, you have a little web thing that comes up and it tells you about stuff, you know, and it says, you've sent your DNA kit to us. And then a few days later or whenever, it says, we have now received your DNA kit. Then it says, we are extracting your DNA. Then it says things like, we have extracted your DNA. We are now processing your DNA. And it says your expected DNA answers will be on the 10th of Feb. Which is wonderful, you know, and I thought, oh, good, finally, because it takes 6 to 8 weeks, and on this one, I think it's been 8 weeks. But, you know, they're getting there, so that's really, really good. Then I just get an email, just a bland email, saying you need to resubmit a DNA kit. The other one failed. Well, why did it fail? Because it passed everything else. It went all the way through. Did they lose it? Did they do something? I don't know. Anyway, so I phoned him up and I said, what on earth is going on? This woman was lovely, by the way, and she said, well, I can only apologise. And I said, well, thank you, but that's not good enough, is it? You know, this will be now my third time of doing this, and I said, if you can't get it right, if you can't do it, you could either say so now and give me my money back, or let's go for the third one. And if it doesn't work out, then I'll have my money back. And she said, well, let's give it one more shot, shall we? She said, it can fail for a multitude of reasons. But everybody I know that's done these bloody DNA kits, they've got their answers within a few weeks and they're done. So I'm fed up of waiting, I told you. Fed up. But never mind. It is what it is. I can do something about it. I can just say no and I'll have my money back. But so what I've done, I've said, yes, okay, we will have one more kit. And she said again, she said, brush your teeth and wait half an hour. Yes. So I said, I did that on both times. She said, don't eat anything for an hour. I said, I didn't for both times, Fill up the little tube with your spit to the black line. I did on both, make sure that you mix the blue liquid. You have to screw the top on and this blue liquid goes into your spit. I did on both times before, and she said post it off to us as soon as possible. I said I did on both times, and she said, well, then you're doing everything correct. And I said, well, I am. Anyway, so Ancestry.com, I will have to say right now, don't bother with them. Sadly, I thought they were great, and what I've read on Trustpilot and all the rest of it, they got 9.9. I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? Unfortunately, for me, I can say if you're thinking about doing a DNA kit test, whatever, there's loads of companies out there, but do not go with Ancestry.com. That would be my advice. It's up to you, whatever you do, but that's how I feel. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, a bit frustrating. yeah, not a lot really to report. I've had I went to the opticians the other day. I got to have three pairs of glasses. Now, I can have varifocals and all the rest of it, but I can't get on with them. I did try them once before. Oh, God, it was awful. I felt like the floor was water or something underneath me. It was just, as I was walking, it was moving and wobbling, and I felt sick. And I know one or two other people have felt that, and they said they got used to it. I tried those varifocals for weeks, and I could not. Every time I put them on, I felt sick, dizzy, headachy. I don't think they're for me at all. And they always offer me these varifocals because, you know, I need obviously reading glasses. That's my reading glasses, and I got me ordinary day glasses, I call them, which is like distance glasses. But I need intermediate glasses. So between that and this, a computer, for instance, that's why I need them. I spend quite a lot of time on my computer, and I just need intermediate, just the middle ground covered, really. So 3 pairs, you know, I've got to go and pick them up on the 10th, which is Friday, is it? I don't know. Anyway, I've got to go and pick them up, so and get them fitted, because I've got funny ears. I've got alien ears, and I think one's lower than the other. And I like my alien ears, though. We should make the most of ourselves, shouldn't we? Whatever we look like, whatever is unique, don't try and hide it. Embrace it. That's what I believe. So, yeah, not a lot to report, really. So I'll go and pick my glasses up. That'll be that done. I've got to book my car in, actually, for a service, which I need to do at some stage. I've got a couple of other appointments. I've got my heart specialist on the 23rd of this month, so that'll be good. And then I've got to do bloods again at the end of the month. Just looking over at my calendar, bloods at the end of the month for my cancer score thing that I have to do every 6 months, which I don't like doing it. You know, the bloods are okay. I don't like, you wait for the phone call, and you're never quite sure what they're going to say. I don't like that one bit. Anyway, it is what it is. But apart from that, me and Bojo, we're doing fine. We're doing really well. Quite happy, quite content, quite calm. I've got another video. You will have either seen the video or you will see it, and it's called Head and Heart, or Heart and Head. I can't remember what I called it. That's either on its way or has just been on YouTube. And there's another video that you won't have watched or won't have commented on, and that's how I feel about all the excess deaths in the UK worldwide at the moment. And it's getting worse and worse and worse, and the numbers now on excess deaths are higher than they were at the peak of the pandemic. That's according to the government. So I made a little video on that, which you won't like, but you know, it's the ramblings, I told you, the ramblings of Bryce. So I ramble about everything and anything. I'm not an expert. I just ramble. I just ask questions. I empty my head. I think about things. I cogitate. I ponder. That's all I do. Anyway, yeah, so life is good. Good gets better. And we're indoors waiting for my CD towers to arrive today. So that's going to be really good. Get all that sorted. It's a bit of a pickle in here, I'll be honest with you. You know, I got stuff from these shelves over here and stuff there from there. If I showed you around on the camera, you'd be quite embarrassed, or maybe I would. No, I wouldn't really. So whatever you're doing, try and get outside if you can. It's a glorious day. I can't, as I say, I've got to wait for these CD towers, but tomorrow we'll be going out. But if you can get out, it's so good for the soul. We know that. Take good care of yourselves, and we'll be back another day. This was a bit of a bitty video, but mostly don't bother with ancestry.bloody.com. Take care then. Be well. Ta-da.